Foods to avoid during pregnancy is one of the most searched topics that women would search for when they become pregnant, and it's for a very good reason. Hi, Mama. Are you worried about what foods you should eat, especially in the first trimester of your pregnancy? You're in the right place. We are Baby Care by Health Afford. We believe that mothers need all the support they can get, and we are here to provide you with authentic information on how to care for your baby and yourself. In today's video, we'll be dividing these foods into three different classes. The first one are foods that cause cervix dilation, which means they open the cervix before time of delivery. The next one are foods that cause allergic or inflammatory reaction in the body and can lead to miscarriage. And the last one are foods that can cause birth defects or developmental problems. Let's get into the very first class of foods. So while you made your research, I know you came across pineapple as one of the most common foods to avoid, especially in the first trimester. There's a reason for it. Pineapple contains a particular enzyme known to soften the cervix. During pregnancy, the cervix is supposed to be closed. When the cervix is open before time of delivery, especially in the first few weeks of pregnancy, it can lead to miscarriage. That enzyme is called bromelain. The next one is black pepper seed. In Nigeria, black pepper seed is known as uziza seed. It is used in making pepper soup, and a lot of pregnant women crave pepper soup during pregnancy. It's always said that make sure you don't add this uziza seed to your pepper soup because it can lead to miscarriage in the very first few weeks of pregnancy. Our next one is unripe pawpaw or semi-ripe pawpaw. A lot of people prefer pawpaw when it is crunchy. So the unripe or the semi-ripe one contains a lot of latex and papain, which can cause early uterine contractions. Remember, early uterine contractions will open the cervix. Let's go into our second class of foods, which are the allergic and inflammatory foods. So I'll be stating some drinks. So drinks, food, they are all classified as things you shouldn't take. So this one is herbal concoction. If you're in Nigeria, you know the popular agbo. So one, you don't know the water that was used in preparing it, and you don't know the chemical composition of this agbo. So please avoid them. They can lead to adverse reaction in the body and affect the baby and even the mother. The next one is unpasteurized dairy products, which means raw milk. If you live in urban area, it may be very difficult for you to come across raw milk, but for those that live in rural area, raw milk has not been treated and can contain a lot of bacteria, which can lead to food poisoning and harm the pregnancy. The next one is undercooked meat. If you're a fan of undercooked meat, sushi, raw fish, at this stage you need to avoid it. Remember, mamas, that pregnancy is 9 months and you have to make some sacrifice when it comes to your food choices. So please, just for this period, avoid any undercooked food or raw meat. The next one is unwashed vegetables. Because of the chemicals used in planting these vegetables, make sure you wash them before consuming them. Any product or any recipe that contains raw egg, please avoid it. Let's go to our last class, which is the foods that can cause birth defects. The first one is the most devastating one. It has the most devastating effect: alcohol. We have what we call fetal alcohol syndrome. Any mother that takes alcohol during pregnancy, it can lead to the baby having poor vision, stunted growth, learning disabilities. In fact, the list is endless. Mamas, please make sure you Google fetal alcohol syndrome. The next one is liver. Liver has high levels of retinol, which is like a vitamin A, and it can affect the baby's eyes if consumed in large quantities. So you either consume liver in very minute quantities or you avoid it during pregnancy. This next one is a no-brainer. It's weed. Any form of weed, cannabis, or any substance of abuse should be avoided during pregnancy. It affects babies devastatingly. It's almost the same thing as what the alcohol does. Cigarettes, please do not smoke while pregnant. It affects your baby's lungs and your baby's brain development. Slimming tea. Now, a lot of people will be surprised, but do not take slimming tea or any herbal tea that promise to detoxify your body during pregnancy. They can contain harmful chemicals that can terminate the pregnancy, especially not just only in the first few weeks but throughout pregnancy. Please avoid slimming tea or herbal tea that your doctor did not recommend. If you've learned something from this video, please join our community, subscribe, share the video, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.